You are listening to Power Marketing with Kevin Lee. Here's Kevin.
In sort of the skippable online video ad formats, you tend to really front load the ad. So it's like an inverted pyramid style story. Headline, bang, here it is. And then you sort of add the stuff afterwards. Whereas like in sort of movie style or storytelling, you're telling a story beginning to end. And so you don't get the butler did it till the end. Whereas the other words, the headline is the butler did it, right? So, in a gas station fueling environment, right? And you want to get a brand message across, are you going to do it like a skippable YouTube ad where you're going to be like cram everything important into the first 5 seconds, or are you going to take more of a storytelling approach? Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I love this question, first of all, because I think as an industry at times, we talk so much about where to serve the ads and how to serve the ads and how to target the ads, and that we forget what you say is a huge part of the impact, right? Creative matters in a huge way. And so for us, you absolutely don't have to white knuckle those first 2 or 3 seconds and get it all out, get it all out before somebody hits skip. Our ads are always in view. You're paying for live human beings, verified with a financial grade transaction and so on and so on. So what we tend to say is you can use the storytelling, to use your paradigm. You can use the storytelling content that you're planning for television or longer form, but we need to edit it appropriately for our space. In other words, if you're standing there for 3 or 4 minutes, even 30 seconds can seem like a lifetime if it's this sort of somewhat obtuse journey that I can't even pick up the brand. Right. And so for CPG, it's a great example. We've done probably 50 to 60 studies from mid to lower funnel metrics with CPG partners over the last few years. And the creative that performs better from a sales lift standpoint is absolutely creative that heroes the product. In other words, if it's a glistening bottle of a beverage dripping with ice on a hot summer day, that absolutely is more impactful to drive sales than something that features sort of a pop culture thing and there's only a logo for the brand at the end. What we often do, we do some true content and spot creation for our partners. Oftentimes we'll get their 30 or 60 from other long form areas like television, and we'll do the edit down to a 15 with a call to action at the end. But you have time to tell a story. I mean, if it's a compelling piece of content, don't worry about sort of the white knuckle digital video 2 or 3 second kind of thing before they have a chance to opt out, because our consumers will opt in and stay paying attention if it's good content. And we're seeing more and more brands recognize that. One of our big financial services partners that was in the Super Bowl, I happened to be chatting with them, and they said when they were shooting their Super Bowl ad, they were accounting for 30 different places they were going to use that digital video, from vertical to horizontal to sound, no sound, to 60 seconds to 6 seconds. So I think creative agencies and brands now are a lot smarter about understanding the different places and spaces that they might use creative. But I love the question because I feel like so often we forget that creative is still a massive part of how effective marketing and advertising works.
Yeah, and I think one area I constantly try to remind as many people who will listen is that good versus bad creative will make the difference between media being affordable and unaffordable.
For
right.
Sure.
And these days when, certain media costs are escalating, especially bidded media, you may price yourself out of the market with bad creative. Yeah. So, whereas great creative may allow you to go in and buy media that would otherwise be unaffordable, but because you're running great creative, all of a sudden all the KPIs line up.
Yeah, so, absolutely. And this is one of, I think, the interesting places of innovation in our space, that it used to be very, very difficult to pre-test creative, whether it was the really, physical process to focus groups and things like that, or in the digital world, it suddenly became cheap to sort of throw out 2 or 3 tests and see how they performed. But I think that's 2 ends of the extreme. I think across all media today, creative optimization is a challenge, that there's some smart innovation being done.
Kevin Lee's Power Marketing is available on all your favorite podcast networks. Kevin loves helping businesses excel at marketing. Having marketing challenges? Just like Santa in The Miracle on 34th Street, if Kevin can't help you, he'll know someone who can. Find him on LinkedIn, subscribe, or follow.